Hello guys and welcome to MRC-X here in Canada. A great track, historic. There's a wall of champions section. How many champions will it collect tonight? I do wonder. It's pouring with rain in qualifying. That is very exciting. But yeah, tonight will be exciting. Obviously we've got the Elite Tier Championship leader. He's not racing tonight. I don't know if the Challenger one is. Is Johnny Smooth racing? I can't see his name. He probably is, but either way, the championship's wide. He is, but either way, the championship's wide open in both tiers. So there's still so much to play for in every aspect. Tonight, I'm joined by a little bit of a last-minute comms partner, but he's here. He hasn't been on comms for a little while, but I'm sure everyone has missed him a tremendous amount. It's Mr. Andrew / Monster. How are you?
Have you missed me, everybody?
Yeah, I'm sure they have. How are you though? You alright?
I am not too bad. There is a reason for my absence, but I will not divulge into it. But you've missed me back after I think my last comms was Monaco, actually. So you've heard from me since.
Well, that's a good thing. But you're back tonight. Are you excited for MRC-X? It's been a while since we've done X together, actually, isn't it?
I think it was Monza the one year. I think we did.
We did Monza, and I think we did a Hungary as well together. I believe.
I think we may have done, but
yeah, it's been a while though.
I see. Yes, I see a lot of rain tonight, and especially because it's on a. I believe it's a man-made island. This one is the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the most historic tracks on the calendar. That is absolutely for sure.
One of my favourites.
I mean, to watch in real life is one of my favourites. To drive, that's all I'll say. But yeah, no, I'm sure this is going to be very, very exciting. And it's not a rarity to see rain around here either, is it?
It is not. It is not. Especially the last time it rained here, I remember in Canada. It's probably one of. I'm sorry for sounding horribly biased. One of the best races ever happened.
Was that 2011 by any chance?
That would be correct. And I sort of give away who my favourite driver was back in the day. But
yeah,
let's not. Let's sit back and enjoy 20 of MRC's finest tackling the track then, shall we, Connor?
Yeah, let's do it. We've got Error Voice. He's going to be the first man to settle out. This is such tricky conditions. These guys probably haven't done a single bit of wet practice, so they're literally learning on the go. But the tight and twisty middle sector, now you've got the little straight on the run down to, I think it's turn 7. And this corner's so hard because you've got to try not to take too much of the sausage curve on the entry and then not to exceed the track limits on the exit, because it sort of just comes at you so quickly. He's so tentative though in the rain, but that is just to be expected. Now you've got the little run down the straight into the hairpin. This hairpin feels like it lasts forever and you take it so slow, but in the wet you drop to first gear. He's going at 30 miles per hour around the corner. Wow, definitely he is so tentative.
Traction zones on the track there.
But now he's just got a straight to go that he hits the two chicanes in the final sector, and then ever so quickly approaching will be the wall of champions. The whole idea is that you have to keep it out of there, because if you go into there, well, you're in a big list of some of the most historic drivers in F1 history. Let's put it that way. But here comes Error Voice. He's going to set the benchmark. What's it going to be? A 26.0. There you go, everyone. G-Star goes and beats it 24.9. 26.4 from Scottish Ninja. Very good time from him.
Yeah, it's very good opening bit of salvo. But I was just about to say, with that corner, as you mentioned just before the hairpin, that extra chicane, the braking zone going into that is really hard because you've got to watch out for the wall on the left as well, because it's hidden under the bridge. It's very difficult to see. As Error's retired.
Yeah, he must have done. These guys will have fuel to go around more than once, but what's Simba done? He's done a 27.1. I'm a bit disappointed in you, Simba, running the Williams, but I guess you probably didn't have time to make a livery, so I'll let you off.
It's one of the British Grand Prix
there's a big pile up in the first sector. You've got about 10 cars all trying to go through one corner.
Yeah, it's not going to work there, boys. Come on, we've got to.
It's the wet weather. I think it's just causing absolute chaos. But this is simply going to come down to who can get the cleanest bit of track. to get a lap in.
It doesn't help either as well. This is not, again, this is like a lot of circuits, like Austria and that. It's not a long lap here. It's quite a short circuit.
Yeah, it most certainly is. But
because look at the traffic going into the hairpin. There's about 6 or 7 cars literally right on the same piece of real estate.
Yeah, let's see what Carl can do though. He's a man that has got a little bit of freedom on the track. So let's see, 23.9 from Scottish Ninja. He's managed to get a second lap in. That's incredible from him. But let's see what Carl can do. 25.6 into P4 for Carl. That's good. Smoggy goes 25.1. Good lap from him. Danny as well. Look at the split between Danny and Smoggy. 0.003 of a second.
You could put a cigarette paper between those two on those times.
You literally could. Speedy Bullet has popped it to P3. I tell you what, the Challenger boys are having a whale of a time at the moment.
The rain is the great equaliser.
It really is. Let's see what Bergen can do. He's a man that's going to be on a mission. He is the Tier 1 driver. He's a former Tier 3 and Tier 2 champion. Let's see what Bergen can do. He's coming to the end of the first sector. Obviously, we're not 100% sure what a good first sector time is, but he looked pretty strong through that part of the track. I mean, we both raced against Bergen. We know how quick he is. So
yeah, he's very consistent, very fast. Very nice livery, actually, for his car tonight.
It is. I was just thinking that myself. We will probably come to that during safety car chat, because I'm sure we will have one at some point. Apparently, it's meant to be mixed conditions for the race, which is going to spice it up even more.
You mentioned 2011.
Yeah, well, so did you, but 2011 was... It still is probably... Do you know what? I'd maybe go as far as to say my favourite F1 race ever.
Yes, I remember watching that one live myself.
I remember falling asleep during the red flag. That's what I remember. To be honest, that was... Yeah. And I woke up just in time for the red flag to end. But,
yeah. Timed that well.
Well, yeah, clearly. But let's see what Bergen can do. He's coming through the final 2 corners. He avoids the wall of champions. He actually gets a lot closer than the other drivers have, that is for sure. But here comes Bergen. What's the time going to be? A 27.3. Simba 27.1 just ahead of him. Lorpy in P10. Chelsea P9. Good luck from him. 25.8. G-Star's out on the Inters.
That's very brave. I won.
It does still look incredibly wet. There's a lot of puddles.
It does, yes, but if he has actually done this right and he actually gets a very decent lap in, G-Star could have pulled a blinder.
He could have done, and you know what? It's a day when his championship rival Chris Bailey is not here, so any points are a gain for him today, pretty much. Who is that with the McLaren Golf in the background?
25.5 for our benevolent leader.
I want to see who's got that McLaren Golf livery, because whoever you are a legend. But I don't know who it is.
I'm taking on Mr. Hodgson's very nice bet. You want to have a quick look at Single Track's livery?
I'm gonna come to that. There is a reason why I haven't gone to that just yet. But I will be going to it, so don't worry about that. But yeah, it's coming.
Oh, I can see why.
No. Yeah.
JD's very nice livery.
Let's see, Donny, he's just gone into P9. So anyway, let's go have a look at Single Track. It is his last. Oh, there's a car on the wall. Just past Single Track, but it is Single Track's last race for a little while, sadly. He's going to be taking some time away because he's going on holidays and holiday for work as well, so...
BD Bullet, 23.8.
Hopefully we get him back soon enough. Scottish Ninjas, a few drivers now looking at the... But yeah, his livery is based off all the countries he's going to be going through long drives through over the duration of the summer, so...
Have fun, Single Track, and keep us in your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. He lives and breathes this league, doesn't he? But let's see, is he going to improve his time? He is. He's just popped it into P6, so there's a good time from Single Track. But I'll tell you something, LRL's now looked at the Inters. Let's go and have a look what G-Star's doing, actually. Is he's actually
up on the second sector.
Oh, so maybe the Inters are now coming into play here a little bit.
Let's see how he does in that final chicane. This will be the key part.
This could be a very, very bold call from Mr. G-Star. Let's see what he can do. He's going to come across the line now. Where's he going to go? 23.5. But do you know what? That's not much quicker than the wet runner of Speedy. So, is it the crossover point even?
There's a possibility there.
Because in my opinion,
track map.
In my opinion, this track still looks like full wets. In my opinion,
I would err on the side of caution still and keep the wets on for the moment.
Yeah, let's see what J. Dudon's going to do. He's coming to the end of the first sector now. He's still out on the wet tyres. He's 7 tenths down, so that'll be... I don't think he's going to make that back up. Carl's invalidated. Who's on a lap? Is there anyone? Is single track on another lap? No, he's invalidated.
I'm noticing a lot with the guys going down the pit straight here. They're not... Normally the shorter run on the pit straight for here is if you keep it to the right.
Yeah.
Because I think the straight is on a bit of a curve, so the shorter run is the less distance to the right on the right. So I haven't seen many cars keeping it that way.
It may be Inters. LRL is 8 tenths up in the first sector on Inters.
That wouldn't put him pole for now, but
yeah,
see
but
what the rest
there's
of the
still
lap
a
goes
whole.
for.
There's still 2/3 of a track to go. So let's see. He was mighty quick in that first sector. What's he going to be in the middle sector though? He's had a few twitches though. He's being very tentative on the power. You can really see he's pushing that car to its absolute limit. He's 1.1 seconds up. I think it's time for Inters. I think it might be. So let's see. Bear in mind,
that power.
He's going to be so like as it stands so close to G-Star, but you'd like to think he's almost definitely going to make a lot of time up in this middle sector.
You think
last sector, sorry. Let's see. Through the final chicane, is he going to keep it well away from the wall of champions? I think he actually clipped it a little bit. We didn't get the best camera angle. But let's see. He comes to the line at 22.3. What a lap.
That's got to be the signal to everyone else, just saying, get those green wall tyres on.
Let's put it this way. There's only 2 cars with wets on now. And that is Carl and Smith. So those guys are very quickly going to be changing, I think. Let's go and have a look at what Mr. Saviour can do. He's the other championship protagonist at the moment. So let's see what's going on here. A lot of these drivers all looking at the intermediates now. So
wouldn't you after that lap?
Of course. And now, you know, I was saying the track looked very wet before. All the puddles that were there have now disappeared, which usually indicates that it is time for Inters. A 21.9 for G-Star. So he's feeling the confidence on those intermediates now.
Yeah, they're all... 1.8 seconds, Bergen's up.
Let's go and have a look at Bergen then quickly.
Come
on. Get me out of there. Right, thank you. Here comes Bergen now. 1.8. He needs a bit more than that, though, if he's going to go up that many positions. At the minute, he's going to be around... do you know what? He's going to be sneaking into the top 10, you would think, but he's probably going to gain a lot more in that last sector. Smoggy goes 21.7. What a lap from him, the tier 4 driver. Absolutely amazing. But let's see what Bergen's going to do. 23.8 into P7. Good lap from him. Now, who else is on our laps?
21.3 from LRL.
Johnny Smooth is about a 10th up in the first sector. Johnny Smith could be putting himself in contention here. He's currently P5. He's also the championship leader. He's also the driver running the Golf livery. So at least now I know who it was. It looked like a Golf livery. Now it appears that it's not. But let's...
It's got the colour scheme.
Yeah. From the front it looked like the Golf. But yeah, I'm a bit wrong. But
no. I can see why the mistake's been made.
Let's see what is... I missed his middle sector split. I'm not going to lie. I'm such a bad...
But another 10th up.
Okay, so he's still about a 10th up. So, do you know what though? This could still promote. It's not. No, it's probably not going to promote him.
No.
He's about 8/10. He needs about 8/10 of a second just to go off the place.
Yeah. Quicker in time.
Daddy's just popped it P5. LRL's improved again. Scottish Ninja's got into P2. Saviour into P3. So this could be.
You're going to be tumbling.
But Johnny Smooth takes the line that you was on about, Andrew. But he's actually invalidated. I've just clocked.
Yeah, the red track map.
I tell you what though, Speedy Bullet is apparently 1.5 seconds up. So let's see what Speedy Bullet can do. He's absolutely flying in the wet. He absolutely nails the he's invalidated in the final complex. What a shame. He did 21.0, which would have put him on pole, but that could have been partly due to the corner cut. Not that I'm taking anything away from him.
No, but he's going to be invalidated the next lap as well, so he's going to have to go. He's going to have to get the car back up to operating temperature again and get that that ERS on recharge.
He is. Let's see what Chelsea can do. He's coming down the straight now. What's he going to do? A 22.9. That puts him up into P7. Good luck from him. Is there anyone else? Let's go have a look at what Mr. Mark Dennison's doing. He's coming through the first sector now. He's 1.2 seconds up. So already Mark Dennison is looking very, very quick. The Lion King is back. That is for sure. But let's see what he can do. How's his middle sector going to look? We all know how much he loves Canada. It's one of his favourite tracks there is to race. Very, very tentative, but you have to be in the wet because the minute you start that power down, that rear end wants to go on you. But let's see now, he's coming down to the hairpin.
2.5 seconds.
Yeah, 2.5 seconds. This is going to be a roundabout. Do you know what? This is going to be right up there. This could be top 3 even. With
this could be if he gets
the current
line
time
right.
he's gaining. Oh, he's just hit the grass a little bit though. That's not going to have helped him. But let's see. If he gets this absolutely spot on, this could even be a contender for pole, genuinely. This is an absolute stunner of a lap. He's absolutely smashed it. Is he going to take the tighter line? He is going to take the tighter line. What's he going to do? Onto pole for Simba! He's back! And he's back with a bag.
I thought I heard something roaring from that garage.
Absolute. Oh, big twitch from Saviour. He's just about saved it, but is he going to be up still in the first sector? He's 5/10 up still, so this could still be looking at Simba's time. This is going to be insanely close. Simba's still got time to get another lap in, remember, as well. And there was a couple of little mistakes in Simba's lap, but single track at 20.8. That track is going to be last man across the line, I'm telling you that now.
Yeah,
that is for sure. But let's see what Saviour can do.
20.7.
Yeah, these times are taking a tumble.
He's invalidated the lap.
Oh, he has. Saviour just has. Yeah, that's a massive shame for him. But Jadu Don now into P3. Let's see who else. Is Bergen on a flyer? He's invalidated. Who else is there to settle up? Kid Dynamite all the way down in 16th. Carl 1.5 seconds up. He needs a bit more than that at the moment. Oh, he's been a bit hindered though, I think. Yeah, he has invalidated. Yeah, he has. What about Lorpy? How is he going to get on? He's the man down in 19th at the moment. But let's actually go back to Simba. He's coming back across the line. Apparently he's 6/10 up, 20.4! Wow, this is incredible. But like we said, I think it's going to be the last man across the line takes pole. Let's see, what is G-Star doing at the moment?
He's invalidated his next lap though, so I think that's the end for him.
Yeah, single track is on a lap, but I believe he's majorly down in the middle sector, so I think he may be scrambling to get to the line just to get one more. I think he is, you know. I think single track is trying to just get to that line for one more lap. He might just have the time. He's got 18 seconds.
G-Star's just coming across the line now. He's going to get another
so G-Star's going to be fine. Let's go and see what's LRL doing. He's 8/10 up. LRL is on an absolute belter at the moment. This could be the new pole lap potentially. We're going to go back to G-Star, back to Martin after.
1 second up.
Yeah, Saviour's out. He's, well, not out, but he's done for qualifying. P7 at maximum for him. But let's see, LRL, he's the man to watch at the moment. Then we'll cut to single track, G-Star and Simba. Those four seem to be the main contenders right now for pole. Someone could come out absolutely nowhere there though. Don't get me wrong, trust me, Kid Dynamite's still there as well. Oh, I'm out of breath after this qualifying, but into the final chicane now. And let's see, what's LRL going to do? I think this is going to be pole. Wow, 19.5! Let's see who else is on that lap. Simba's majorly down. I think Simba's done for the session. He is. What about G-Star? How's he getting on?
2/10 up. It's not going to be enough.
2/10 up, but he could still find more in this final sector, but he's going to need about a second. What's Martin doing, though? That's the other question. I'm not sure. Kid Dynamite into P2.
I didn't see Martin's second sector split, but he's
neither did I. But
right behind G-Star.
G-Star's just got a lovely toe though down the back straight. Is that going to have helped him at all? Is this going to put him in the top 2? That's the question. Here comes G-Star. He goes on to pole. Great lap. He's gained so much.
For Martin.
Wow. Is there anyone else that can take this? Danny P5. Oh my goodness, that qualifying session. That is maybe, no actually, forget the maybe. That is definitely the most fun I've ever had in qualifying.
I cannot disagree with you on that, Connor. That was stunning. Nice, a fantastically timed lap by G-Star. Take the pole position.
That was one of the, but anyway, I'll quickly run through the grid. G-Star starts on pole, LRL in P2, Single Track in P3, Kid Dynamite P4, Danny in P5, Simba on his return in P6, J Dudon in P7, Bergen P8, Scottish Ninja P9, Johnny Smooth in P10, Saviour P11, he'll be very disappointed with that, Chelsea P12, Carl in P13, Smoggy Goes P14, Lorpy in P15, Ghost Rider P16, Smith in P17, Speedy Bullet P18, Neil in P19, and Error Voice will start at the back because of his crash. Who is your prediction to take the victory, Andrew? I mean, I know it's virtually impossible because we just had a wet qualifying, but that was insane.
That was stunning. That was stunning qualifying. Tricky conditions, fantastic drivers. What's not to love on a Friday night?
Honestly amazing. That was MRC at its absolute finest, is what that was. That was absolutely incredible. And you know what? I now cannot wait for this race.
It is going to be a very good one. I have a feeling.
Who is your prediction to win the race?
Oh, that is going to be tough.
It's going to be very tough because you have literally nothing to go off.
No, it's quite even with this actually, but
obviously we've got dry conditions to start with. Let's put it that way.
We have.
So let's see what the crack is here, pretty much. But,
my prediction.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll go Martin. I'll go single track.
You're going to go Martin on his last race. He starts P3. I mean, I think it is a very, very, very good shout. However, do you know who I'm looking at?
Who are you looking at?
The man in P4.
Ah, the Dynamite.
We all know if he's at his best, next to no one's getting anywhere near him. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just looking at the tyre split as well. There is a lot of variance here.
Let's go and have a quick look. Yeah, top two softs. Then the 5 after them, all on hards. Then you got Bergen Ninja, both on the mediums. Johnny Smooth on the hards. And then everyone else is so split outside the top 10. Speedy Bullet and Neil have been disqualified from the session. That's not ideal. Their tyres are going to be pretty frosty on that restart. But I'm very hyped for this now. Very, very hyped.
This is going to. There is a lot of variance in this race. This is going to be interesting. I have a feeling.
Yeah, it most definitely is. I mean, there is also a rumour of rain. So let's see if that's going to come to fruition. But
if it's the rumour of rain, then I'm going to look at the hard runners because they've got so much choice. With if the rain comes early. The rain comes in when the tyres are warmed up, that's fantastic. If it comes a little bit later on in the race, that's good anyway, because they can make the tyres last. So,
right, let's get absolutely everything off the screen for this race start.
Let's look at this picturesque, shall we?
Yeah, I've taken everything off. Let's see this in full view. Let's get everyone, don't forget, we've got so many viewers tonight. Make sure you click the like button. We need the likes. I don't even want to check how many we've got at the moment, but I'm sure Mark Hodgson will do a job for us to shout out in the YouTube chat as well, because he's here, he's watching, he's head commentator, so yes, let's see.
That subscribe button and the bell icon.
Exactly that, but let's see. So 1 red light, 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and we are racing, and G-Star gets a great start. But if you look, Martin had a great start in P3 as well, but he's now actually bogged down a little bit, and now Kid's looking round the outside, but G-Star just about holds the lead for the time being. But that seems to be all good. They've all got away fairly cleanly. Simba also as well, he's down side by side through turn 3 and 4 4 and 5, sorry, but he's just about survived it, and he's good racing from those two on lap 1.
Yes, wheel to wheel with Martin and Dynamite. RFC Danny's putting his nose in as well with this lot.
He is. I saw him have a little look at single track there, and single track gave him just about enough room, so there was nothing wrong with that.
Ahead of Bergen as well. They're fighting wheel to wheel.
But I tell you something, everyone at the minute seems to have made it round fairly cleanly. The whole patch, the whole grid seems to be fairly stacked together at the moment, so
They are, yes.
that's absolutely great news, is what that is.
Fantastic. Bit of a log jam at the hairpin. There's a load of people fighting, swapping positions.
Yeah, there definitely is, but LRL, he's hung on to the back of G-Star. Obviously, we're going to see these two out front check out a little bit to start with. But
the hard-tired runners will come back to him.
They definitely will, that is for sure. G-Star early. LRL had a bit of a problem through the final two corners though, which has cost him a bit of time actually, and actually brought Kid back into the action a little bit. I think Neil's had a moment in the final sector because there was a yellow flag coming out of the wall of champions, but he seems to have survived it just about, at least this lap. So
yeah, car's damaged.
3 seconds for Donny, that's a big shame for him. Let's see
First
what
penalty of the night. I think they'll be the last.
I was going to say, I think this track is going to be one that hands them out for a bit of fun, if you know what I mean. So
yes, it is quite a track limits track, isn't it?
I mean, it genuinely could be whoever gets the least wins the race, especially if there's a late safety car. I don't want to say it too loud because I have a habit of bringing them out, but
oh, that which shall not be named.
Yeah, the thing that Burn drives. So, yeah, that. But let's see. LRL's now starting to catch back up to G-Star a little bit. Saviour, he's down in P9.
Lining up Scottish Ninja down the back straight.
Let's gonna have a look at that actually, because he is actually side by side with him now, and he is actually passed as well. Good place. Good move that from Saviour. Fastest lap from LRL. He's absolutely flying. He was my comms partner last week. Now he's come to the track. He did promise me he would race this week, and he kept to it. So well done LRL for that. But
that's good. But DRS is enabled this lap, and at least here.
Do you know what I am happy about this? The race. The start of the race has been a bit calmer, and it's allowed me to recapture my breath from qualifying a little bit, because towards the end I was starting to lose it because I was just screaming fastest lap after fastest lap after, and yeah. But
yeah, those laps are just machine gunned at us, weren't they?
Yeah, it was absolutely stunning to see, I will not lie. But let's have a look.
Look at the game giving us these great camera angles as well tonight.
Yeah, we're getting some really nice ones. The one into the hairpin is absolutely stunning, but let's see what LRL can get on with. It's actually, do you know what? Kid Dynamite. Yeah, he is. He might have. Yeah, he is. He's got DRS open. But Kid Dynamite on those hard tyres is absolutely flying.
He's not. LRL and G-Star have not dropped him.
No, and you would really expect them to, especially in the early stages. Somehow LRL managed to get DRS again there, though. But that's the fastest lap from G-Star, a 13.9. But
there's just the detection zone at the hairpin that gives it for the both straights on that one.
Yeah, definitely. But let's see what the crack is right now. Let's see what's going on in YouTube chat, 'cause I can see a few people commenting their way through the stream at the moment. Yeah, Mark says Dynamite on hard's doing a great job. Yeah, he really is. He's absolutely flying, keeping with these two on the soft. Brennerman there. But here comes Kid actually. He's practically pushing LRL through the middle sector, but no. Now, on the run down to the hairpin, I tell you what, this could be done by the time they get to the chicane, because LRL is now out of the DRS of G-Star.
He needs to get back into it to defend, but I don't think he's going to get there in time.
It's not looking great, is it, at the minute for him? So
no, it's not.
Let's see. I think Kid's going to be very much past him before we even get to the braking zone. But here comes the Mr. Dynamite himself, the middle-aged firecracker, and he's through. There you go. But he's had a poor exit, a very poor exit. He actually hit the sausage curb a little bit, and now LRL is going to be back
damage
through.
On the car.
No,
he hasn't, sorry.
It was just a camera angle tricking you. Don't worry about that. It's done it to me many a time.
Yeah, I didn't. Don't worry, Kid Dynamite fans. I don't mean to scare you.
Don't worry, Kid Dynamite. More like he's probably listening to it, going, "Have I?"
Yeah.
But Saviour's now managed to get past Simba. Simba's in P7. Actually under a little bit of pressure from Donny and Ninja behind him a little bit, but I'm sure he will be able to hold them off. But those guys are on the faster tyre at this stage. Oh, this is getting interesting. Let's see Kid Dynamite again right on the back of LRL. He's absolutely hounding him, but do you know what? G-Star is absolutely loving this. There's a yellow in Sector 2. I'm not sure who that's for. Someone's at the moment. I think it's Smoggy Ghost. It looks like. I think it's Smoggy Ghost as well. He's had.
Yeah, Lorpy's ran. Oh, bit more contact.
Oh no, massive shame.
Speedy bullet by the looks of it.
Oh no, but here comes Kid Dynamite. Let's go watch it, part 2. But this time he's a bit further behind. LRL actually seems to get a bit of a better exit. It's not going to be done, but is he going to get the exit out of the chicane this time? Let's see. Here comes Kid this time. He's so much closer this time round. He's got the DRS. Has he got enough? He's not. I think Kid's pretty comfortable with it at the minute. He knows that he doesn't need to rush anything.
He's testing the waters at the moment because he's on the harder tyre compared to LRL. he's got the faster tyres to run later in the race. This is just a test for him now, just to know, right, I can keep with these guys at the minute. Let's just not do anything stupid and just keep in the wheel tracks for now.
Yeah, I agree 100%. But let's see what goes on with Mr. J. Don. He is right on the back of the Lion King himself, so let's see how that goes for him
at the moment, especially with Scottish Ninja and Bergen joining in as well.
I'll be honest, I'm pretty impressed with all the drivers so far. It seems to have been very clean to start with here. Obviously we had the little Lorpy incident, but here comes Donny. He's going to have a look round the outside into the hairpin, but no Simba. But it's actually left him open, and through goes Ninja. But who's going to get the better exit? You'd probably think it may be Ninja, actually. He's on the hard tyre, but obviously with the outside line, Donny's gained a little bit there. But who's got... It's a drag race now between these two down to the final chicane. Is Ninja going to have the pace to get him in a straight line? He's not, because Donny's also got the DRS. That was great racing from those 3 drivers. But now, here comes Ninja. He's the man on a mission. He's got a better exit, but actually, look, I think he's being more conservative, and he's actually now been overtaken by Bergen. The ultimate opportunist is through.
I never knew Bergen was Canadian.
Well, yeah. But let's see what... LRL.
Carl will get that reference for me.
Don't worry, I get it as well. Edge.
Ah, yes.
But we did miss Kid getting past LRL while we were watching all of that action. So now Kid is in P2 and he has his sights set on the Dutchman ahead of him. I'll tell you what, it's becoming a pretty familiar sight seeing a Dutchman out front, isn't it?
Where have we seen it before?
I couldn't tell you. It rings a bell from somewhere, but I can't quite put my finger on it. But yeah,
does Monster have in it? Does Monster have a Formula 1 team?
No, it does now tonight with Martin.
No, it's Red Bull, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that as well. But Martin's driving the Monster Energy team. That's what he called it himself, by the way. That's not me being horrible.
Oh, fair enough. It's making me want a can now.
But let's see Ninja now, 3 seconds. He's got a bit caught up behind Bergen there. I don't think it's helped him too much. Donny's still really pressuring the back of Simba though.
Dynamite has made it past LRL. I've just had a quick glance back at the front and he's actually getting away from him.
Yeah, he is, and I think Saviour's going to be the next one probably to make an overtake on RFC Danny. So
he's eyeing him up.
Yeah, he definitely is.
What beer have you got, Hodge? We'd like to know.
Yeah, let's do some alcohol chat with Hodge. How about that? No, I brought alcohol chat to tier 4 once, and trust me, it was absolute carnage. But here goes Donny. He's looking round the outside of the hairpin again on Simba, but Simba is so strong on the brakes, and he just manages to hold on. He's going to have the outside line though, but here comes Oh, he's on the grass a little bit, but here comes Bergen now. He's going to have a little look at Donny.
Danny getting passed by Saviour.
Through goes Bergen. Let's go and have a look at Saviour and Danny. What's going on with those two? So Saviour is now with a man into P5. He's going to have his sights set on single track, that is for sure. Simba, though, just about manages to hold off again. But this time Bergen's going to have the DRS. Let's go and see what Bergen can do here. Can he get close enough to Simba? I don't think he's quite going to be able to do it on this lap. No.
Oh, Donny, I thought he went a bit wide there.
He did. I think that's going to cost him a little bit of time. Bergen's making those mediums work. He needs to put them to good use and get past Simba rather quickly, because obviously Simba is on the harder compound of tyre. He's on the white stripe hard tyre. So let's see what goes on. Ninja's now lost the place to Mr. Carl Edens in P10. So It's calmed down a little bit now at least. But look at Kid Dynamite. He's actually now catching G-Star. He's taken half a second out in the space of a lap. So it's getting tense out front for the Dutchman.
Bergen's lining Simba up into the hairpin.
Mark said alcohol is soaking up his cold. I'm not sure I would use alcohol to sort your cold out, Hodge. That wouldn't be my main suggestion, if I'm completely honest with you. But
Dr. Connor's orders.
if I'm a doctor, then I fear for the world, let's put it that way. But I'll say no more than that. But let's see what's going on. Let's have a look at Bergen against Simba. That battle is still the closest one on track. We've still got Donny right there attached to them as well. But I'll tell you something, Simba is doing one of the great defensive drives at the moment. He really is. He's really putting that car in the right place at all opportunity to keep Bergen behind him. But he's also been rather conservative with things. I think there's a yellow in sector 1. I think that may be Neil or someone. I'm not sure who it is. But someone's had a moment at the back. Yeah, it's Chelsea. That's who it was. He's had a moment. Let's go back to the Simba Bergen because they are just coming to the red hot part of the track.
That double DRS.
Yeah, this is where it becomes dangerous for Simba. And do you know what? Bergen's really got a good exit and Simba not such a good exit. So this could be Bergen's real chance now to take the 7th place off Simba here. Simba, I think Simba knows this is not really... He's going to probably try for the exit, but I believe Bergen will get DRS again. That's the issue down the straight. So yeah, Simba's going to have no defence, and Donny's actually going to be the man closer to him.
Yes, again, it's the way they've set the system up with the DRS here, just to... You have one bite of it down that back straight, and if you're still within that second on the detection point, you get turned all the way up to turn 1.
Yeah, I think that's a bit harsh, though, in my totally honest opinion. I think they should probably give you it, the driver behind, just before the final corner, in my opinion, just because then it sort of makes for better racing, doesn't it? But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. But look at Kid Dynamite. He's within the second now of the Dutchman. So let's see.
No softs must be going off.
But Kid Dynamite's been matching them the entire race. There's a yellow in sector 1. I think that's I think that's Neil. It looks like it. Yeah. I think he's had a moment at turn 2. I tell you what though, these leaders are absolutely flying. They're already approaching their first lap car at the back.
LRL's coming in.
Right, so LRL is in. Is he going to be able to make the hards go, you know, 23 laps? That's the thing.
Should be doable, especially with the lighter car now. No, he's going mediums.
Interesting.
That's got to be a 2-stop then.
Yeah, maybe he's going for the 2-stop. Let's wait and see, shall we?
Or he'll need a safety car.
He may do.
He's going to be coming out so much traffic though.
Have you just said the famous last words in MRC? Safety car. Is that what you just said?
I'm just gonna remix a certain line from a certain team principal for a second. No, Monty, no, this is so not right.
Yeah, well, trust me, I've had enough of those moments in MRC. Usually, I say that those 2 words, and I get reported to the stewards. That's how bad it is. But let's have a little look. Kid Dynamite now. He is the man on the mission. His target is acquired. He's right in front of him. He's not close enough on this time around though. But look at how much speed he carries through those final 2 corners. He's got a lot of confidence on those hard tyres. And do you know what? I'm almost scared to see his pace when he comes off the hards.
They've got to be in much better condition than G-Stars' tyres. The softs do not go massively long around here.
Yeah, they
those
really
tyres
don't, do
are
they?
going to be going off. But yeah. I'm just having a quick look at the intervals between the G-Star and LRL. And G-Star is in danger of getting jumped by LRL.
Yeah.
If he's not careful, because this pit lane is what, 21, 22 seconds, would you say, give or take?
Oh, G-Star's just come so close to the wall! I don't know if he actually clipped it on the entry under the bridge. Oh, I think he
You've got to watch
may.
that entry.
He has. He went slightly too close to it, and he definitely did bounce off the wall. But I think he's just about survived getting any sort of damage. But wow, that was really close. Because if he hits that at the wrong angle, that tyre's going.
Yeah, that's the end of your race.
Yeah, it definitely is. But let's see. Look at Kid Dynamite through these final two corners. He carries so much speed.
Much more grip. It's the tyre difference. Those softs have got to be crying out.
It is. Let's go and have a look at Bergen. He's another man on a mission now. But I'll tell you something, LRL now, he's actually going to make a move on Jadu Don. That's done for P8 now. So LRL is the man on a mission. Let's see what Bergen can do. He's now going to have a look at Danny into turn one. Danny backs out. He knew that wasn't...
Slow it down.
Danny knew that wasn't his fight. And it wasn't worth fighting. But I tell you something, LRL's now having a look. I think Simba just kind of let LRL go. But now the issue is Simba's going to lose out to Donny as well. Let's go watch these two. But yeah, Donny goes through. But I think Simba's probably going to try the switchback. But he's not quite close enough. Great racing from those two.
I'm nipping back up to the leaders again because it's going to be Kid Dynamite versus G-Star. Number...
I think we're at part 5 or 6 now or something. It's getting... I've lost count, to be completely honest with you. But
yeah, keep going, guys. We'll have as many overtakes as this, and then we have Star Wars movies.
Let's put it this way. I don't think anyone's going to get bored of seeing these two go at it, are they? Let's be completely
Not
honest.
Not really.
But, yeah, let's just see.
How long is he taking those softs, G-Star?
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible, isn't it?
This is crazy. This is also very good homework for everyone watching for the week's races.
I do kind of wonder, though, if he's trying to stretch it for safety. Without a shadow of a doubt, he is only about 19 seconds now or so off the lead.
Yeah, 17. He's gonna jump G-Star when he pits.
He is, but don't forget G-Star is going to have much fresher tyres, but at the same time, what will G-Star do in this situation when he goes straight onto the hards, guaranteeing that he can go to the end? But the Kid Dynamite looks an awful lot closer on this. He's had a bit of a twitch though. That's going to hurt him. That means the move's not going to get done, but I do wonder, I think this could be the lap we see G-Star come in. Is it going to be? No, he carries on for another lap. This is brave from G-Star. Very, very brave.
It is, and I think this could be quite detrimental to him.
I think it's going to hurt him a lot, without a doubt. But yeah,
you could just see the You could just see the grip difference coming off some of these slower corners.
Yeah,
between him and Kid Dynamite.
LRL fastest lap. Look at his pace, but look at Kid Dynamite now. He's practically pushing him through the first sector. G-Star goes very, very deep, but now they're going to have to run down to turn 7. What is going to go on here? Kid Dynamite will get the DRS. This isn't the best overtaking spot on the track. I know it's at the end of the DRS, but it's slightly too tight for an overtake always to be made unless you've got two very, very compliant drivers, which we have here, to be completely honest with you. But now we've got the run down to the hairpin. Kid Dynamite is just going to be looking at up, like literally he's just going to be focusing so much on that exit to make sure he gets the run on G-Star, because he will want this done, because this is now costing him the race potentially here. But let's have a look. Here comes Kid Dynamite. He's so much closer this time. I don't think G-Star's going to have a fight to be able to do this here. He's not. Through goes Kid. But is Kid going to get the exit this time? He does much better this time. I don't think G-Star's got the tyres left to fight it. He's not. He's already 6/10 back. Yeah, it would have probably been the brighter option there. Yeah, I agree with you.
It was either that, it was either getting passed by Kid Dynamite, or the fact is that LRL has set the fastest lap.
Yeah, Saviour's also just come into the pits as well. So
LRL's going to be back right into this race.
Do you know what is absolutely crazy to think though? The fact that Saviour on mediums has pitted before G-Star on the softs. If that's not an indication, G-Star, that you need to pit.
Either that or he is channeling his Checo Perez tonight.
No, Alex Albon.
Yeah, the tyre whisperer.
Yeah, Alex Albon at Australia, that's what he's doing. But,
yeah, but it's also a key thing as well that Dynamite got that move done the lap before, because as you can see, he's coming up to lap traffic now, and he's going to get the DRS off that lap traffic.
The issue for Kid now is though He's only 12 seconds ahead of LRL. This has really hurt him. Don't get me wrong. You would probably think LRL may have to make another stop here.
Yeah, but I think Kid Dynamite...
Wait, virtual safety car. Did Kid just hit the wall? Kid's take it. I don't know if that was a glitch. I think, yeah, it looks like LRL's going to happen. This is going to be insanely close, I think, actually. Let's see where LRL is. No, he's through. LRL is through. So, that is huge.
For a couple of people.
That is huge, but do you know what the big thing for G-Star is now? That gap to LRL would have been around about 10 seconds. Now it's only 2, and he's got 6 lap fresher tyres.
He has, yes, and I think he could make the end.
Yeah, 17 laps I would say are probably just about doable. Potentially.
Oh, 5 seconds for Simba speeding in the pit lane. He's out.
Oh. I wonder if he maybe got rear wing damage somewhere that we didn't see or something, but...
Yeah, is that going to be the full safety car?
No, because it's in pit lane. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it's in the pit lane, so that... Yeah. There won't be...
Yeah.
But let's see what is going to happen now. Saviour is the man in P5. He's on the hard tyre. I'm surprised. Right, so safety VSC's now ended. Let's keep an eye on that gap between G-Star and LRL. That's going to be the interesting one now, that is for sure. But let's see what's happening in YouTube chat while we've got a bit of calm, if you know what I mean. Is the stream still up? I hope it is. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Thank goodness. But let's see.
I'm just keeping an eye on Kid Dynamite because I'm just wondering when he's actually going to pit.
I'll tell you what, Andrew, Mr. Hodgson. Oh, you've just actually answered it in YouTube chat. Okay.
What? I've got half of it right. I just don't know the other. I don't know the other one.
Is it Hill?
I don't think so.
Is it Mansell?
I don't know.
Is it Jensen?
No, Jensen was Hungary. 06 was his first one.
Well, do you want to know who it wasn't? It wasn't George Russell.
No, that was Brazil.
And it wasn't Lando Norris, because he still has a 1. No, I've just triggered approximately half the McLaren fans in this world now. But single track is actually going to become a bit of a problem now for Saviour because he's on fresh medium tyres, so he's going to cause some problems here for the mighty 4-time champion. I think single track's having a bit of fun today, you know.
Well, this is his last race for a little bit. Why not go out with a bang?
Yeah. I'm just saying though, if you do manage to get past Saviour, I am calling for single track to tier 1 after you come back. Just so you are aware. But let's see what's going on. Bergen's put on the soft tyres, you know.
I wonder if that's what Kid Dynamite's planning.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. At the end of the day, as things stand, he's got, what, 13 seconds to G-Star overall. And I'll tell you something as well, LRL has actually pulled away from G-Star since the restart, and he's on 6 lap older tyres.
Yeah, he has.
I'll tell you what, another thing I haven't done as of yet is have a look at the penalties. So the minute you got Bergen on 6, you got Danny on 9, Johnny Smooth on 3, Scottish Ninja on 6. Alright, we'll go back to Kid in a minute, but JD Don on 9. Aaron Voice on 3, Smoggy Ghost is on 12, Speedy Bullet on 3, and Smith is also on 3. So, these guys, they just need to keep it on the track a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
They do, as Kid rejoins the fight.
He does. Let's see though. He's, do you know what? He's only 9 seconds off the lead, so he could still do this. Bergen's going for a move on bit, and he's through into turn 1. He goes a bit deep though, Bergen. That could open up the opportunity, but it's not going to. Carl has exceeded the position. But Martin is still right behind Saviour. He just doesn't seem to have the speed or the exit at the minute to get past him right now.
He needs a bit of traction.
He does.
He's getting close. He's getting close on this straight here.
Yeah, he definitely is. But Let's see. It all goes by what he can get out the hairpin, really, doesn't it? If he can get the better exit there, that's going to put Xavier in big trouble. He's on the fresher medium tyres, so let's see what he can do. Oh, he's had a bit of a twitch on the exit, though. That's not going to have helped him. Oh, Martin, I think it's going to be another lap behind the German. But let's see what else is going on. Let's go have a little look down in P16, because you've got a close little battle now between Ghost Rider and Speedy Bullet. So, what is impressive though is 22 laps and no actual safety car.
You said it now too.
Oh goodness, I have. Oh, if there's one in the next lap, I need banning permanently from comms, okay? Just so we're all aware.
Oh, we'd miss you too much.
No, I don't know about that. I think the drivers definitely wouldn't, let's put it that way. But, let's wait and see. So, let's come off the battle for P16, because I'll tell you what though, I wonder if LRL's mediums are starting to go a little bit, because G-Star's taken 6/10 out of him on this lap.
Yeah, I got Hodgie's question.
What was Hun about?
Yeah.
Oh, talk about trick questions.
Oh, let him have it. Oh, this is the signal for Kid Dynamite. This is what.
Yeah, this is when you start to really get scared now if you're LRL and G-Star, isn't it? This is where it just starts to get a little bit, okay, he's coming. Oh, someone's round. Who is that in the first sector that's round?
Well, we could say now for Dynamite the fuse has been lit.
I think it was lit a little while before that. LRL's tyres are definitely going. If you're LRL though, if you're LRL, do you kind of just have no choice but to go to the end now? Because look, at worst, no, but with the gaps as they are now, at worst, he's gonna finish P3.
He could try softs.
He could, but then that's going to bring him out behind single track, and that's a lot of work to do then.
Yeah, you're right.
LRL is in. He's pit. He's listening to you, Monster. So if you made the wrong decision here, he's not going to be happy with you. Let's put it that way. But let's see. He's gone for mediums again, and do you know what? I don't blame him. We saw how quickly those softs went off on that first stint.
Well, so G-Star, they went nearly half the race.
Well, yeah, but we saw G-Star lost pace after about 8 laps, didn't he?
He did, yes.
So
LRL rejoins the battle P3.
He definitely does. He's absolutely going to be on it now, though. But he's got a whole 13 seconds now back to G-Star. Can he make 13 seconds in 11 laps? He's going to have to be stonkingly fast. Let's put it that way.
He's going to need to put the hammer down.
He really is. Let's go have a look at the
drivers as well.
Carl's managed to get back past Bergen, which I've picked up on. Single track is actually looking really close now to Xavier. He's actually having a little look, but he's backed out of it for the time being. But single track is absolutely flying. He's having the time of his life out there tonight.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yellow in sector 2. I think that may be Neil again.
It is, yes.
Let's see what single track can do. His exit is a lot better this time, but Xavier just seems to get a godlike exit out of there every time.
He seems to, yes. It's his saving grace at the moment, but I think again he's coming up with that problem that we were going to have earlier. Is Martin's he's going to have the DRS in the lap car.
He didn't on this lap, but if it plays into his fortune on the next lap, he may well do.
Yeah, he's going to have a defence.
I wonder if Xavier's just going to try and stick behind it and use it to his advantage for a little while, for as long as possible.
If you're smart, if it's a smart tactic.
I mean, it definitely is. But let's see what goes on.
It's through now.
Now, yeah. But it's getting rather interesting now. That is for sure.
Kid Dynamite's closing G-Star in. I'm just having a look at the gap now. It's less than 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, it definitely is. These guys are looking very, very racy early on.
Quick look at the back. I can see. I think one of the cars back there has no front wing.
Which car could that be?
It is Smoggy Ghost. He has no front wing on my screen.
Massive shame for Smoggy. He's having such a good qualifying, but look at him. Look at him go. He is now within 1 second, well, just over 1 second of the leader. We've got that battle that we had at the start of the race. These guys have been going at it for the majority of it. This is where it gets frantic now. We've got 9 laps to go.
This is the big one.
But we know Kid Dynamite doesn't need a second invitation. If there is even the slightest hint of a gap,
he's going to go for it.
G-Star will prevail. Or should prevail, is probably the correct terminology here.
Two of the top guys in MRC, see what they can do.
Yeah. But I think G-Star may actually get benefited from... Oh, these lap cars are not helping though. But I think G-Star may actually get benefited here from the DRS. Let's go and see if G-Star has that flap open. He does. So G-Star has been saved, at least for a lap here, by the lap cars.
The DRS, yes.
So he's going to get the double one. He's going to get it down the pit straight as well. These lap cars are playing into G-Star's hand. And do you know what the other thing is? It's not so easy for G-Star to get these guys either, because they've got one of them's got DRS on the other as well, which is going to really end up hurting them.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Martin looks closer than he has in a long time to Saviour, but Saviour is so strong on the exit of every single corner.
He's got that car set up nicely for the traction zones.
He really, really has. But let's see what single track can do. He's looking very, very racy, that is for sure. But let's see, Kid Dynamite 0.2 of a second behind G-Star. G-Star's got
gearbox.
But look at the lap cars that are in play here as well. This is either going to really cost them or really, well, in G-Star's case, really help him. It's going to protect him at least for a little bit. Should we have a quick sneak peek at the ERS levels of these guys? Kid Dynamite 32%, G-Star on 52%. So G-Star's actually got a little bit more battery to play with here.
That he does.
But let's see, is Kid Dynamite closer enough? This lap he's not, because again the DRS for G-Star saves him. He is starting to run out of laps now. Kid needs to get this move done, but he's actually got the better exit than G-Star. Is he going to be close enough to make the move into turn one? I don't think he quite is, but G-Star's through, but he's actually been hindered a little bit, which brings Kid Dynamite a lot closer to him on the exit. Oh, yeah, bit of a twitch from G-Star out of turn 3. Oh, Kid's practically pushing him. These lap cars are really not helping G-Star now.
No, it's putting them off because of the ghosting.
Yeah, but let's see. I think Kid may actually even get him down this straight potentially, but then the thing is, it then gives G-Star DRS down the next one, so it might make more sense for Kid to just sit back at the moment. But this is it now. 7 laps to go.
I don't think there's any more lap cars coming up for a bit.
I think there's one more just in front of G-Star, is there not? Yeah, there is. There's one more in front of G-Star,
yeah, I think he's at the second range though.
Yeah. But let's see, is this so Kid Dynamite now? But G-Star got a much better exit this time around, so
car off in the stop.
No, there's one in the pit lane. I think it's Neil.
Yeah, there's one off. No, the Error Voice is off at one of the chicanes. Oh, he's taking his front wing off.
Oh, Error Boy. G-Star's in the pits.
VSC.
Okay, that can't have shown us the VSC when they saw it, for example, because G-Star on my screen came into the pits before the VSC even came out there. Is he going to get out in front of NRL though? He's not. So he's actually lost the place. So I think, do you know what? With that gap, I think he may have just squandered the lead.
Yeah, I think he has.
I think that decision doesn't make a lot of sense to me, if I'm completely honest.
No, I think he's not going to have enough time to use those soft tyres to the full effectiveness.
He may be able to get second back off NRL, potentially.
He's going to need some monster qualifying laps now.
I'll tell you what we have missed, though. Oh, no, Saviour's just pit as well. So now that puts Martin into P4 on the track.
Yes, he's not a quality run from our Lord and Saviour.
The man that runs the show, let's put it that way.
The face that runs the place.
Yeah, he definitely does. But let's see what's going to go on now. This is it. Kid Dynamite is probably thinking, where did this gap come from? But
Yeah, this is pretty much so.
oh,
This is
drive
pretty much him
through
just
for
saying,
Smoggy. Yeah,
they might as well have just handed in the race on a platter.
yeah. I mean, I. Let's be honest. 15 seconds on any tire against Kid Dynamite is difficult. So, and especially over 6 laps, that's gonna But let's.
It is the old Smoggy's retired.
Is that going to bring out a late safety car? Because I tell you something, if it does, that brings G-Star right back into play, doesn't it?
It does. Not
Is that,
seeing
I
anything
think that
yet.
may be in the pits. It may be. I think it's in the pits. It is in the pits. That is where it is.
You can breathe. We can breathe now, watchers. We can breathe.
Yeah. Can you imagine if there was a late safety car? The sprint to the end that we'd have had there. That would have actually been insanely interesting, wouldn't it?
Oh, definitely. You'd have seen that around Kid Dynamite bolt to the pit lane and put softs on faster than the Ferrari F1 pit wall mix up a strategy.
But would he though? Because he wouldn't have the safety car gap to LRL.
I think he might have done, because you have to immediately stop. You have to immediately drop the pace as soon as the safety car appears.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but let's see. What's the closest gap at the minute? Let's go have a look at Scottish Ninja versus RFC. The Battle of the Scots! Let's go and watch that for a minute, because that could get juicy. And I think that's
as juicy as a haggis?
As juicy as whatever you consider to be juicy, Mr. Monster. That is
Fair
what
enough.
it could be as juicy as. But, yeah, let's see. Oh, big
They
twitch
are
from Danny
knocking
off the
rubble
exit! This is going to give Ninja the absolute run. By the way, this is for the lead of the Challenger tier as well. Let's go and check the penalties of these two. Okay, so as things stand anyway, Ninja doesn't need to get past him because Danny's on 9, Ninja's on 6. So it's not the end of the world for these guys, is it?
No.
It really isn't. But let's see what the crack is here, because these guys are going to be loving their life. Saviour has managed to get back past Single Track for P4. I think Single Track's had a moment somewhere, you know.
I think he has, because
that gap was 10 seconds before the restart, I believe, something like that. So yeah, something happened to Single Track there. But let's go have a look at Scottish Ninja versus Danny, the Battle of the Scots yet again. Let's see what these two can do. We all know what it's like racing a Scotsman. It's usually absolutely crazy, but here goes Ninja. I think Danny's just backed out. He's gone yet. I think these two are very good friends away from MRC as well. So they've probably just respectfully gone, you go, no, you go.
Notice right in the track. They're giving it proper right to go against each other.
They definitely are. They're giving it absolute full beams at the moment. That is for sure.
Full beans on toast.
They really are. But let's.
I'm myself hungry now.
Oh, you're not the only one. I'm starving. But no. Let's see what's going on, because these guys.
They're gonna still at it as well.
No, he's fine. Fastest lap for G-Star, but it's not going to be enough, is it? He's just not.
No, he's too far back.
He just made what he needed. If that Smoggy Ghost incident had been a full safety car, G-Star would have probably been poised to win this race. But Saviour responds now with the fastest lap. Yeah, sadly in X you don't get a fastest lap point though, so. Because obviously we can't give one to both tiers, we can only give one to one driver, and it kind of, you know. But.
Yeah, it's a bit more of a faff, isn't it?
I'll tell you what though, I hope you're already considering your driver of the day, because at the end of the race you will be announcing who you think your driver of the day is. But let's have a little look. There's still Danny's managed to keep with Ninja pretty well here, and Danny's done 15 laps on those mediums. He's not looking too comfortable on them as of now.
No, they're dying off a bit, aren't they?
I mean, LRL is catching Kid, but nowhere near to the rate he needs to be. We are now on the penultimate lap of this race. So,
seconds.
It's not going to hurt him though, because Saviour's a whole 16 behind him. But
yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty much compounds his misery up for P2.
Yeah. Pretty much. That just rules out any chance of P2 now, pretty much, for G-Star, unless there's obviously a mistake ahead. But the closest battle, let's go have a look at Bergen versus the Hobnob himself in P8.
The MRC Minister of Defence.
No, that is now that's now Geke Matthew.
Ah.
Yes.
Carl has been usurped a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. But Bergen, I think Bergen kind of knows it's not really worth overtaking Carl at this point, because he's saved all the cars behind him, and Carl has no penalties and he's just going to jump ahead of him anyway, so it's not worth doing anything stupid, is it really? But let's go and have a look at
the better part of Valor.
there's not much going on the track at the moment, so let's just go and see what is going on with our race leader. Let's go and watch him on the final lap of the Canadian Grand Prix.
Carl was self-titled.
That is a very, very good point. That was, yeah, he did call himself that, to be fair. But at the same time, see, I've just looked up for a YouTube chat. I'm happy Mark actually. 5 likes, guys, come on. We are on how many viewers? How many viewers have we got at the moment? 23, and there is only 6 likes now. That is it. Come on. Click on the like button.
Not even a quarter of you.
It's not good enough, guys. Come on. Get that like button clicked. But let's just see. I tell you what, G-Star, look at him. He's within DRS of LRL. Let's just see. Obviously, he's not going to get the 3 seconds pretty much under virtually no circumstance here. But let's
Kid Dynamite coming through the last corner.
What the man, the myth, the legend that is LRL HSV fan can do. Can he defend from the mighty Dutchman? But let's go have a look at the Dynamite. He is the race winner here in Canada. LRL will take P2. G-Star will come home in P3. He's kind of thrown this for himself a little bit though, but Saviour,
6 seconds penalties, yeah.
He's going to be coming home in P4. That is, well, for sure.
Bit of no man's land.
Yeah, but it's points gained on his nearest title rival, who is Chris Bailey, who is also not racing tonight. So, but here comes Saviour, P4. I'm sure he will take that single track on what is going to be his final race in MRC for a couple of months. It's a massive shame. It's going to be sad to see him go, but I'm sure he will be fist bumping his way to the line for P5. He will be absolutely loving it. Then you've got the winner of the Challenger tier. He's back on the top step. It's Scottish Ninja. Danny will come home. It's an all Scottish 1-2. Carl will come home in P8. Donny will round out the podium in the Challenger tier. Something happened to Bergen on that last lap, by the way. Because he was right behind Carl.
Yeah, he's going a bit... He's got damage on the front wing.
Yeah, that is probably why, but he will be the last man on the lead lap. He weaves across the line.
What a race.
Wow. That is, honestly, when I tell you, that is one of the most fun sessions I've ever had on commentary. The qualifying was absolutely amazing.
Qualifying was crazy.
The race was... We had some great battles in that race, didn't we?
We did. We were treated very nicely.
Yeah, but guys, here is your provisional, of course. We're still pending steward inquiries and everything like that. But let's just run through the grid. So Kid Dynamite takes the victory. LRL will come home in P2. G-Star in P3. Kind of threw it for himself. You got to feel for him a little bit. Saviour in P4. Single Track in P5. Scottish Ninja takes the win in the Challenger tier. Carl will take P7 overall. Danny in P8, but P2 and 3 for him and Donny in the Challenger tier. Bergen in P10. Johnny Smooth in P11, Speedy Bullet in P12, Ghost Rider in P13, Lorpy in P14, Error Voice in P15, Chelsea P16, Smith P17, Neil, and then the rest were all DNFs. That is Neil, Smoggy Ghost, and Simba. Andrew, who is your driver of the day?
I know it's probably going to have to be boring, but I'm going to have to give it to Kid Dynamite.
I mean, do you know what? The only thing that is in my mind is just that first stint he did on the hard tyre.
Stuck him right into the mix.
It was absolutely ludicrous how fast that was. But
it was. He had so much pace on them hard tyres.
Do you know what? I'm going to give it to... I'm going to split it. You've gone for the elite tier. I'm going to go for the challengers here. I'm going to go for Scottish Ninja because he's had such a tough time recently on track. He's not had the results he's always wanted. He's been really, really down in the dumps. But now he's really stepped up. He's back on the top step. And that should give him the confidence boost he needs. And what a drive it was.
No, I know that feeling all too well. I've had sometimes in league racing where it's just not gone my way, and it puts a bit of a dampener down on you. But when you get these good results like that, it's lifts your spirits, definitely.
Yeah, it definitely does. But guys, if anything is to go by tonight, we are in for what could be one of the greatest weeks in MRC history. That was absolutely phenomenal from start to finish. Andrew, thank you so much for joining me. I had such a good time.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Connor. And I'll be seeing you on track
Monday
night at 7.
You definitely will. But for now, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, ding that bell, because we will be live, like Andrew just said, 7 o'clock on Monday. Then 8:45 for the elite boys in tier 1, and then obviously Wednesday 7 o'clock and 8:45 for tier 3 and 4, and then Friday I will be back around what track's next. Oh no, I've had a Austria. I'm gonna go with Austria. I think it's Austria. If not, it's Silverstone. Either way,
it is Austria.
Okay, I knew that. Anyway, I was just testing you.
Ring.
But
no, I checked. I just checked now.
Yeah, that will be it. Thank you all for watching, and good night.
Good night, everybody.